trust people. And if anybody fucking talks about this outside, I'll figure it out. And I'll delete you from my MySpace. Nobody wants that. Okay, so here's what it is. I was in a relationship, or relationship, I should say. And I'm with this girl, and we're in a bit of a verbal dispute. We're throwing some interesting vernacular back and forth at each other. And we're a little tete-a-tete. And so finally, after a lot of aggression, she threw my computer, she broke it, and then she spit in my face. Which I'm not a big fan of. Unless you just brush your teeth. If it's kind of a minty fresh spit, that's kind of cool. I don't know.
That's fine.
Garlic lemon chicken, not fucking... So here's what I did. I was so mad because she spit in my face. I hit her, right? So I went, whoa, don't touch me. You said you'd fucking listen. I trusted you. I didn't hit her with my hand or fist. I hit her with a Nerf bat. It was my nephew's Nerf bat. And I went, walloped her in the cheek with it. But that's not really, I'm okay, right? That doesn't really count as violence. It's Nerf. Even a judge would throw that on a court and be like, no, it's a Nerf bat, no. It's made for that kind of tomfoolery, no. So as long as the girl says it, my cool girl says it's a Nerf bat, and this girl says it's a thank God. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you, I dipped it in water before I hit her with it. That's it. I put it in the freezer for 3 days. I'm kidding. I'm just girls, I will tell you one thing I've learned in my travels. One thing girls always say, in order to make the relationship work, the girls always say, you know what, you just need to be honest. You just need to be forthright and true about everything all the time. That's what girls always say. If you're just honest with me about everything, then we can get through it all. We can hold hands and do spins. Just do spins. I think I speak for every guy here when I say to you girls, you don't want us to be that fucking honest. Really. Every guy here knows that if we told you the real shit that's hidden in our fucking cerebellum, you would freak the fuck out. No, I'm not even kidding. We are crazy creatures, girls. There's more to us than you even fucking realize. Let me tell you how creepy guys are. Girls, you ever go to like a scary vampire movie with your boyfriend and you see the vampires and they do all that crazy vampire shit and then you leave the theater and girls, you're like, oh, that was so scary. I'm glad there's no such thing as vampires. There is. That's fucking us. It's a fucking documentary of our lives. I just want you to be honest. That's all you want, you know? And you know what? There's always those little trigger conversations that happen early in a relationship that you gotta be careful of, that we should all be sidestepping. I'll tell you about the most dangerous conversation you can have at the beginning of a relationship. It's usually a few weeks in, and you know, you're in bed together, you're still at that playful period where you keep saying shit like, oh my God, your feet are so cold, your feet are cold. I can't believe how cold your feet are, oh my goodness. Don't put your feet on my feet, I'll put my feet on your feet. Holy shit. It's still early. You're still saying things like, I like your eyebrows. Which you'll never say a year from now, but it's still early. I like your eyebrows. I don't like your cold feet. I wish you had eyebrows on your feet. Dangerous. This conversation is dangerous. You're sitting there, girls, you'll ask the first dangerous question. It doesn't seem dangerous. It comes right after what girls like to do to set you up. Girls love to reiterate. You love to reiterate the first time you met the guy. You love for us to tell the story over and over. Right? Girls will sit there. So, do you remember the night that we first talked in the bar? Do you remember what you said? And do you remember it was a group of us and my foot was on top of your foot? Do you remember how, but you didn't move your foot and we were both talking to different people, but my foot was on your foot? What were you thinking? What were you thinking? What was your feeling on me as I was standing and my foot was on your foot? I thought you had a really heavy foot. Oh. Like first initial impression? And again, we can't be that honest. If we were really that honest, we'd be like, well, truth be told, I was looking at your friend Julie's tits for like a half hour. And when she left, that's when I picked you. You were like plan B. Yeah, you were my layaway plan. So you're doing a little fun, cute reiteration, and then finally, every girl, you're gonna pull out the first dangerous question that by you asking has set off a series of dangerous events. Girls, you're gonna finally start to go, so I wanna ask you something. And you don't have to answer, but if you don't, I'm never talking to you again. Kidding. So how many girls? Right, we don't want to answer, so we're like, have I given piggybacks to? No, you know what I'm gonna say. Three piggybacks. So how many girls have you been with? And it's a scary moment. Every guy, I don't know if you know this, girls, we already have a number prepared. 9. Every guy usually goes with 9. It's a safe number, it's not double digits. And we always act like we don't know from it. We're like, oh, shit, I never even think about this shit. Remember the woman before you? What do you think? But if we were with our buddies, we could tell you stats, break it down. We could be like, okay, what are the hand jobs, blow jobs, what are we talking about here? What about the girl that was a guy that stopped halfway? Is that gonna happen?
Oh my God!
9. Even 9 sometimes is too much. Girls are 9, 1, 9. We try to backpedal. Yeah, but it was all the same week, and it was a lucky week, and I was 15. It was a camp that my parents sent me to. Camp Sleepaway Sex. I didn't want to go.
Oh my God.
But here's why it's the most dangerous fucking question in the world, because you just set us up for the fucking question that we don't want to ask. And now we have to ask. Because you asked us, but we don't want to know. But we're gonna ask anyway, even though we don't want to fucking ask it. We're finally gonna turn back to you and go, so, I mean, what about your shoulder? Don't bite my shoulder, ask a question. So how many, fuck. Even fake asking, it hurts my heart. So how many guys have you been with? And that's where every girl, you all turn the exact same. We ask you, how many guys have you been with? Every girl, you do this weird little pause where you look up into the skies for a minute. And every girl comes back with the same quote. It's like this, well, I went through kind of a crazy time. Oh, really? How fucking crazy was the time? You don't even want to know any more information. You just picture your girl being like, I sucked a donkey's dick once. It was on a bet. It was the freshman year. I was doing exams. I had the freshman 15. No guys wanted to be with me. And I went crazy on a donkey's dick.
That's sick.
No. Just be honest. Just be honest. Okay, here's an example of me, Dane Cook. When I'm in a relationship, I do my best in the relationship. I'm a sweet guy. You don't want me to be as honest. You want me to be your little angel. You don't want to be as mean as Angel. Okay, I'll preface this. I'll tell you this story, but I have to preface it by asking a question so I can feel it out if you guys understand. Have you ever seen a mannequin you want to have sex with? Because I have. I saw a mannequin once, I was driving, I stopped at a red light, and this mannequin was like this. She was standing in the window like this. And just the way she was standing like that, something about this mannequin kind of filled my dick up, you know what I mean? Yeah. It filled me up a little bit. I got a little chubby, I got a little excited. And so I made the mistake when I get into the house, my girl looked at me and she was like, what is going on with you? You have a weird vibe, what are you thinking about? And And it's okay, I'm gonna be very honest. So I look at my girl, I go, oh baby, it was it was really crazy today because I saw I was at a red light and I got aroused because I saw a mannequin that I would have sex with. And of course she laughed at the moment. She's like, oh my god, you're such a silly weasel. You're so weird. You're so weird. She laughed in the moment until 4 months later in the middle of an argument out of nowhere. Why don't you just go fuck that mannequin you want to fuck? Why don't you just go fuck that mannequin that I know you want to fuck? Just go fuck that fucking mannequin. And we're so bad as guys, we can't let it go. I'd rather fuck that mannequin. Yes!